Wow. All right, folks, my next guest is one of only 4 players in the history of the NBA to win a championship with 3 different franchises. He's also an actor, a comedian, a TV show host, a commentator, and an entrepreneur. Give it up for Brooklyn's own John Spider Salley. You get to... Wow. What is happening here? You know, I just realized when you came out, you are even taller than I am.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I just noticed that. It's very rare that happens to me. And on my own show, aren't you ashamed? How could you do that to me?
I am.
There's so much I want to talk to you about, and let's just start on a somber note. We recently lost the legend, Bill Russell.
Yeah, too bad.
Talk a little bit about what young people who might not know who he was. Did you ever meet him? What was that like?
I did. He was almost as cool as George Hamilton. Almost. Bill was great. He had 11 championships. Every time somebody talked about the greatest of all times, my comeback is Bill Russell had 11 championships. First black coach in the NBA, player coach, quit in his prime. I watched him on the Flip Wilson show. I know, saying my age, but
Flip Wilson.
Yeah, I literally was like, I want to be as cool as Bill. He was left-handed, which I play left-handed, but I'm right-handed.
What?
So if you were to play against me, you would think I was left-handed.
How do you do that?
I watch you practice, and then I would do everything left until you thought you were going to play me left-handed. It's almost like fighting.
It's like boxing.
Exactly, exact way. But he was...
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Yeah. Okay. We got to get to it. Look, you've done so much. I mean, you're multi-talented. You have 4 championship rings with 3 different teams. So the question is, what is it about a team that says, we want John Salley? They think that you're going to bring them a championship.
That's what I've been telling them. When I was on the team with Kobe
that's what your
and Shaq,
agent told them.
When I was on the team with Kobe and Shaq, I was like, y'all need me sitting last on the bench just to tell you, young fella, don't do that, because you get another foul, I got to come in the game. I'm about energy, and I believe the energy you bring around you, the way you think, if you can think negative, you can think positive. I believe all of us that were playing basketball have been doing it our whole lives, that we should have fun doing it. A lot of guys don't have fun. I have fun.
And why is that?
Because they told them it was a job, right? So once it's a job, you know, you lose the fun of it. You just going to work every day. And I loved going to work. It's like, I like going to practice. And I used to say to those guys, this beats working. And I constantly said it all the time, this job beats working. And they, no, you got to get out here and work. I go, no, you got to get out here and play. So it's a difference.
I mean, there's some you can't say this, but there's humility in that attitude. You are grateful that you get to play basketball. Yeah. You get paid. You're grateful for that. Yes. And you don't lose sight of that.
No, I don't. I grew up in Brooklyn, right here in Canarsie, and I'm going to tell you what's up. And I used to go up on, I lived in a Bayview housing projects, and it's right on the Belt Parkway. And I would be up on the roof, and my mother came up one time, and she just heard me up there. And she's like, what you doing up here? Just making sure I don't get too close to the edge. And I said, man, she goes, on a clear day, you can see Coney Island from here. I said, oh, on a clear day, you can see Beverly Hills. And she said, you mean Manhattan? I go, Ma, you gotta look past Manhattan. And so I always knew that I wanted to be in Hollywood. I knew I wanted to sit on the stage. I wanted to have fun with it. And when I got to Hollywood, I got to meet some cool people.
And you were hanging out with Eddie Murphy. He gets to choose who he hangs out with.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah. You must bring something positive to these relationships.
Yeah, I don't do negativity, man. And I have thank you. I was raised as Jehovah's Witness, so knocking on the door and people saying, "Get away from here," and yelling at me, and then going to the next door was no problem. So I always knew there was always another step and another step and another step. And I always knew, and this is, some people may understand it, you're born and then you die. Everything in between is what you make of it.
Of all the teammates you've had, and you've had some of the best, Kobe, Michael, Isaiah, who did you learn from the most in that relationship, those relationships?
People are going to want me to say Michael. I learned that he is intense when you're on his team as he is when you're playing against him. I learned Kobe was, I used to say to Kobe, "So you're going to be the next Michael Jordan?" He goes, "No, I'm going to be the first Kobe Bryant."
All right.
But who taught me is Isaiah, who is 6 foot and is doing all, 6'1", sorry, Isaiah, doing all the things that other guys are doing, but at a higher level. And then since that was my first place being, I'm going to say, to this day, I still talk to Isaiah. So Isaiah taught me a lot.
This is very personal for me. I know you played basketball overseas.
Yes.
In a country I like to call my homeland, Greece. But it was not a great experience.
Well, it was, but this is the joy of it. I won my 3rd championship with the Bulls. My wife had just had my first child with her, and I had to get out of the house. No, and so I said I want to see Europe, and so I picked the team. I could have gone to Italy, I could have gone to Turkey and Greece. Paid the most money at that time. So I went to Greece, and I got to literally walk where the Greeks were. I got to learn how much I loved the NBA. But let me tell you, I loved being in Greece. This is my coach. He didn't like Michael Jordan, and so I guess he thought I was an extension of Michael.
But just to be clear, okay, point of pride, the coach who didn't like Michael Jordan and didn't treat you maybe perfectly was not Greek.
He was Croatian.
All right.
Right.
So to be very clear,
And
not a Greek.
I played for Panathinaikos, and I was learning the language. And
you were learning the language?
I loved it so much, but now there's a guy in the NBA called the Greek Freak.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think I said it properly.
You did not, but go ahead.
I did. And it's so, because he had a premiere of his new movie on the Disney lot, and I get there and I hear a whole bunch of Greek, and I'm not realizing when they call him the Greek Freak. I just thought it was the African guy that was an immigrant there.
Oh, no. He's more Greek than any Greek.
No question.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And his wife is Greek.
Yeah.
And when you see Greeks talking, it looks like they're arguing. They're not. They're having a conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, don't argue here. That's what I was thinking.
I have to ask you, you're a vegan.
Yeah.
What made you decide to do that? And do you think a vegan lifestyle would benefit Albin?
He looks good.
He looks good. See, I think if you grew up as a vegan, you never would have hit 6'11".
Well, I tell you this.
No. That will stunt your growth.
Hey.
Once you get famous, you're like, oh, I'm going to be a vegan now.
The genes are going to do what they're going to do.
What made you decide to do that?
Because the human body is designed to eat fruits, nuts, seeds, and legumes. In Genesis, it speaks of that. God gave Adam the right to name the animals, but he said, I give you these fruits, that this is what you are to eat.
Can you have caffeine?
Oh, yeah. I'm not Mormon.
I'm good. Do you feel healthier and better once you went on the vegan lifestyle? I mean, I would assume so. Otherwise, you wouldn't.
No question. No body odor, no foot odor, no pimples. I'm 58. I'm 5 pounds lighter than I was 22 years ago when I was a Laker. I regulate everything. I don't have high blood pressure, no diabetes. I got rid of my high cholesterol, and I don't have any anger.
Whoa. Wow. Yeah. Wow. George, we might be thinking about getting onto this thing.
Actually, I'm a part vegan.
You're part vegan?
Yeah,
the part that doesn't eat meat of you is a vegan? All right, we got to go to a break. John Salley, an absolute delight. Thank you for being my guest. Unbelievable.